What if you could turn any image into a fully usable 3D model? A building extracted from Google Earth and turned into a 3D asset. Even complex reference images transformed into something you can actually use in your workflow. AI tools have been evolving extremely fast in the recent times, but there's still one big gap that AI hasn't resolved yet: converting images into 3D models. 3D models that are actually accurate, clean, and usable for architects and designers. So I decided to test this tool called Hitem3D, an AI platform that can take any image and turn it into a highly detailed, accurate 3D model. This could be extremely useful for architects, designers, and even 3D artists, especially when you're trying to recreate real-world references, generate models from concept images, or speed up your visualization workflow without having to model everything from scratch. So in this video, let's test Hitem3D across different use cases and see how it performs. I'm Salman, an architect and an illustrator. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so we can grow together as a design community. So let's get started. You can access Hitem3D from the link in the description. Once you sign up and create an account, you will get 100 free credits added to your account. The way this works is pretty simple. There are 4 input modes for various purposes, and you can use a single image or a multi-view mode for model generation. All the assets that you generate are located in the History tab. This is probably one of the most common use cases, and after reading a lot of comments, I noticed that a lot of people wanted to see some designer furniture instead of the basic ones to see how these tools really perform. So I jumped into Pinterest and found this designer armchair, and it's a pretty tricky one because it has this peculiar form of spheres and curves, and it also combines 3 different materials, which is wood, fabric, and woven jute. This could be perfect for a test case. So let's take this image and upload it into Hitem3D. Go to Image to 3D tab, and we can upload the image right here. Choose model version 2.0, which is the latest model. The resolution, you can leave it as it is, and for the generation type, you can choose between geometry or geometry plus texture. Now each model will cost you around 90 credits depending on your settings. Hit generate, and one thing to notice here is this is not an instant process. Because of the quality of the output, it takes from 15 to 30 minutes depending on the complexity. Alright, so here's the result. At first glance, it actually looks really good, especially in terms of the overall forms and proportions. The textures are quite convincing as well. There are some imperfections here, especially in the cushion area. It kind of reads like a velvet texture, which isn't exactly accurate, but the wood, that looks really precise. Even the woven jute part are handled surprisingly well. And what's impressive is even the backside, which was not visible in the original image, has been seamlessly filmed to fix the model. You can also view the model in different modes like the white diffusion, albedo, and normal maps. And if you're not happy with the result, you can retry the same model 3 times without losing your credits. Now the real question is, how useful is this for architects and designers? We can download the model in multiple formats. I'm exporting it as an OBJ, and let's bring it into a real workflow. Here's a simple interior scene in T5. I'll import the OBJ, and it gets added to the model instantly. The scale is actually on point, which is a big deal, so we don't have to go through the trouble of rescaling it and manually creating an error. The textures hold up really well, they look clean and detailed. And once you render the scene, it looks solid. And honestly, I don't think anyone would notice that this model was generated from a simple image using AI. But if you have seen some of our previous videos, we also discussed about a native tool in DeFi which can be used to create 3D models directly. So why not just use that tool? Let's compare and find out. I've uploaded the same image into D5's AI image to 3D feature. It generates much faster, no doubt. But once you place this in the scene, the scale is completely off. And this is a serious issue in architectural use cases. And beyond that, the quality difference is pretty obvious. The Hitem3D model looks far more realistic, with better geometry and higher polygon detail. Even in the final renders, the difference is noticeable. So if you're looking for a high-quality, production-ready model, Hitem3D performs much better. This is a workflow that a lot of people have been trying to crack for a while now. We've actually explored a few techniques using Nano Banana Pro, but it never quite got there. But with Hitem3D, this might actually be possible. Let's jump into Google Earth and choose a building. I would like to pick this one, which is the center of Pompidou in Paris. The first step would be to take a screenshots of the building from all 4 sides. We can save the screenshots directly from Google Earth. We cannot upload these screenshots directly into Hitem3D because for multi-view mode, it expects proper front side and elevation views and not like perspective screenshots. So we first need to fix that. And for this, I'll be using Nano Banana in Google AI Studio. And honestly, the prompts are super simple, just natural language, asking it to convert each image into a clean front elevation view on a white background. And it does this pretty seamlessly. Once that's done, I take these into Photoshop and fix the proportions slightly just to avoid any distortion while generating the 3D model. The images are now ready. Let's jump into the multi-view tab in Hitem3D and upload all the 4 images. The settings are same as before. Hit generate and let's see what happens. Alright, the results are surprisingly precise. This is something we were not able to achieve properly before. All the 4 sides are stitched together really well and the overall form holds up nicely. Of course, this isn't perfect, but for something generated from Google Earth screenshots, this is kind of impressive. This can work really well as a background asset in a larger scene, urban context model, or even quick masking studies when you need recognizable buildings without having to spend many hours modeling them. And the best part is, this workflow can be used for pretty much any building from Google Earth or just any simple image that you take. So this actually opens up a lot of possibilities for architects and designers. Now imagine taking a simple concept sketch and turning it into a 3D model directly. This can open doors to a lot of possibilities and can be really helpful in the conceptual stage of design. So I have this concept sketch right here, a community hub with these curved and parabolic forms. Very fluid and conceptual. Let's see what happens when we push this through Hitem3D. Upload the image, and since this is a conceptual masking, we don't really need textures. So I'm going to choose geometry here. And let's check the result. And this is quite interesting. The output is clean, well-defined, and most importantly, it respects the intent of the sketch. Even the parts that were not visible in the original image have been seamlessly generated, incorporating the same design language as the sketch. And that is kind of powerful. And this doesn't stop here. You can take this model and drop it into a rendering software, place it on your actual site, and see how the form sits with the overall context, how it interacts with the surrounding buildings, and how it feels at a human scale. You can also study lighting conditions, how sunlight hits the surfaces at different times of the day, how shadows are cast, how the form responds to the orientation, all of which is extremely important in the early stage of design. So instead of seeing these things in our head, we can actually see it in 3D and visualize it. One of the biggest problems of 3D visualization is not being able to find 3D human assets relevant to the site and context. For example, you could be designing a school in Africa, and if you're not able to find 3D human figures of children specific to that location, it can immediately break the realism of the visualization, and this can take people away from your project. So here's a simple workaround. Find an image of any human figure that you need, ideally on a clean white background. Upload that into Hitem3D and this can generate a usable 3D model from it. And the best part is, you can drop this directly into your render scene, making everything feel cohesive and contextually accurate. In terms of quality, the model is actually quite solid, especially the overall form, the pose, and even the clothing. The facial features, yeah, those could be definitely better. But in most architectural renders, you're not looking exactly at the faces of the models. From a distance, it works fine, and if needed, you can actually upscale them with AI. I even tried a more dynamic example, a girl on a roller skate, and surprisingly, it handled the poses really well. And this is something I personally struggled with. When I was working on a visualization for a retirement community in South India, it was extremely difficult to find 3D assets relevant to that context. We had to compromise with what was available and it really felt out of place. The only alternative that we have was to purchase 3D assets from multiple websites online, which could get quite expensive. But with Hitem3D, you can generate exactly what you want at a much lower cost while still having creative control on the output. Can these 3D models actually stand the test of 3D printing? Let's find out. I've downloaded the same armchair that we used previously in a printable STL format and sent it over for 3D printing. The print came out extremely neat and detailed, and all the details of the model were retained exactly the same. The difference in the materiality was quite evident, and I could definitely see the difference in the jute, wood, and cushion materials. If you're a designer produces unique and valuable tech products, this could be a great way to monetize it. It will also be great to optimize your model if you do decide to 3D print it later, just so you can minimize any errors in the printing process. This is going to be a fun little product that I plan to have on my desk from now. Also make sure to check out this print tab here where you have formats in multiple printing softwares. One thing that almost every architect hates is creating those detailed architectural models, especially those classical elements. They take forever. So I took this image of a classical archway and uploaded it into the platform, and it was able to convert it into a pretty accurate 3D model with textures. Now the image that I've used here is not very high detailed, but even then most of the details of the important elements are captured nicely. The overall form, depth and material feel are all there. And if you want even better results, you can upscale the image up to 4K with AI before uploading it into Hitem3D. That extra detail carries through into the 3D model and gives you a much sharper output. I tried the same process with a decorated column capital, something that's way more intricate. And again, it works extremely well. So the key takeaway here is, the more detailed your input image is, better will be the quality of 3D model. This means you can skip hours of 3D modeling and still get a really good result with AI. So overall, Hitem3D solves a problem in the industry that has been there for a really long time. There are still some inconsistencies here and there, but when it comes to speed, ease, and producing a really usable 3D model, this is honestly pretty impressive. For architects and designers, this can fit in really well into our workflows for quick concept parsing, generating assets, or even building context models without having to spend many hours in modeling. It's not replacing traditional 3D modeling, but definitely makes the process faster. And I think that is where the real value is. Check out the link in the description to access Hitem3D today. Let me know in the comments which of these workflows you found the most interesting and what are the tools you would like me to try. Hit that like button if you found this video to be helpful and share this with your friends. You can follow me on Instagram and the handle is right here. I'll see you on the next one.